Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. In this video, we will be taking a look at Jay Cutler's early Olympia predictions. Now, this was actually a snippet taken from his most recent video on his channel. I will leave a link to this in the description below. Now, one of my subscribers actually sent me this over on Instagram and said Jay's predictions pretty much match up with mine. And it's always great to hear the legend Jay Cutler talk bodybuilding. So who does Jay have winning the Olympia? You know, who is in his top 6? Is it Andrew Jack? Is it Michael Krizo? Is it Big Ramy? I'll let you guys see in the footage, and then I'll wrap up what I think about this after.
Expectations for Olympia, man, there's a lot of guys qualified now. And we're seeing new people pop up every week. You know, you got to see this Michael Krizo, who is not even in the Olympia. He hasn't even got his pro card yet, but I expect him to possibly make a run and be able to be on that stage. But, you know, right away, I mean, we have returning champ Big Ramy. Brandon Curry was second, Hadi Chupin third, Hunter was fourth, Nick Walker fifth, I think sixth was William Bonnick maybe, and then, you know, Ian was seventh last year. Listen, man, those are your guys. Those are your guys you're looking at. I don't know. I think there's going to be a mix-up in that group, but I still think those are your front runners for the contest. Will there be any breakthrough guys? We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of good talent. I mean, you got Nathan D'Asher, who's no one's talking about. He's coming to do it. You've had many other guys in there. I mean, off the top of my head, I mean Charles Griffin. He's the, this guy Andrew Jack. Is he going to qualify?
He's competing this weekend, so we have to watch out for him.
I mean, yeah. I think, I expect, Walker to really push, this year. I think if Hunter can figure out a little better conditioning, he really could be a big problem. And listen, Hadi's, he's been overseas, and Ramy's overseas, and, we know Brandon's got the capability. Can he be the first to come back since me to lose the title and come back to win it? We love to see that happen because, listen, we love history. As much as we love to see Ramy win, could Hadi Chupin be another short bodybuilder like Dexter Jackson to win the Olympia? Man, I'm a fan of all these guys. Like I said, I wish I could go to the show and change out each one of their shirts in the audience and be able to support all of them. But, we'll see. It's in December. Make sure you guys mark your calendars the week before Christmas, and it's here, which is really great. So we don't have to travel far this year, and I look forward to seeing it. So that's kind of my take. We'll get our predictions as we get a little closer.
I hope you guys enjoyed Jay Cutler give his very early Olympia predictions. So starting off what he said initially, he pretty much said all the top 7 guys are still going to be there. Ramy, Brandon, Hadi, Hunter, Nick, Bonnick, as well as Ian Valliere. Now, something I don't realize is why people think Ramy isn't coming to win this title. People think Ramy is in training, I guess because the Pittsburgh Pro. But we just seen a recent update of Big Ramy that we will talk about later. But it's going to be very, very hard for anyone to beat Ramy just because of the sheer size. As long as he consistently nails his conditioning, he's going to be a very hard guy to beat. Now, something I do want to touch on, outside of those top guys, Jay Cutler did mention Nathan D'Asher. And we really haven't been talking about Nathan much because he suffered a bicep injury earlier in the year. He has since recovered and should be training for the Mr. Olympia. But with Nathan, we aren't 100% sure if he's going to do the show. If you guys don't remember, just in 2016, 2017, Nathan D'Asher and Brandon Curry were fighting for the 7th and 8th spot at the Mr. Olympia. So Nathan D'Asher has been on the Olympia stage in a very competitive era, in the Phil Heath era. And Nathan D'Asher actually has 9 pro wins, which may be the most out of any active open pro, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Nathan won the Arnold Classic UK last year, beating out Samson Dowda, the Europa Pro beating Rowley, and the Yamamoto Cup beating out both of those guys. Now, Nathan did place 4th at the Prague Pro, which was pretty confusing because they were his best showing of the year. But he was in a taller lineup with Rafa Brandea, Samson Dowda, as well as Regan Grimes. But Nathan has an amazing physique, and hopefully he can get to this year's Mr. Olympia. Now, another guy that Jay Cutler touched on was Charles Griffin. And you guys know that Charles as well as Samson Dowda are 2 of my biggest guys. I'm hoping to come into this year's Mr. Olympia and shake some things up. I think Samson Dowda just slipped Jay Cutler's mind because I'm pretty sure he has him on the radar. And I really think Charles Griffin is going to be a guy to shake some things up at this year's Mr. Olympia. He doesn't really have a weak pose. If we look at the front double and the front lat spread with the vacuum, very competitive poses. Side chest, side tricep, very competitive. back double, rear lat spread, competitive. Ab and thigh, if he has to hit it straight on, it isn't the best, but if he pulls the vacuum or hits the oblique shot, great shot as well as a good most muscular. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. I kind of wanted to use this to highlight Nathan Diasha as well as Charles Griffin because Jay Cutler mentioned them. And those are also two guys I'm expected to come into this year's Mr. Olympia and do some damage. I kind of forgot about Nathan because he hasn't been in the media as much, but he does a podcast over on Desktop Bodybuilding that you guys should check out to keep up with him. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.